How's it going? It's Brandon from The Better Cook. And today we're going to be making... Oh man, that's a good beer. Alright, so today we're going to be making roasted carrots, hummus, a little zhug, and some dukkah. I like to soak my garbanzos overnight. They're going to not have as much crunch and they're going to cook a lot faster. Like that. It's pretty quick. Now we're going to drain some of that water out because we're going to add that later. So we're gonna add the garbanzos to our food processor. We're gonna add our water. Then we're gonna add our tahini. Add lemon to the hummus. It's gonna add a nice acidity pop, and it's kind of like the main feature of this, right? The creaminess of the garbanzos. The acidity of this is gonna be a great addition to the dish. All right, we're gonna add a little bit of salt, because who doesn't love salt? Olive oil, and blend. It should come out pretty creamy, but I like to add a little bit of texture to my hummus. So I use a food processor, but if you're looking to have a smoother hummus, use a blender. Let's make that dukkah. 2 spoonfuls pistachios, 2 spoonfuls of sunflower seeds, 1 spoonful of coriander, 1 spoonful of cumin seed, a half a spoonful of fennel, 2 spoonfuls of sesame seed. Let's go ahead and toast it. Now that it's toasted, let's add it to our mortar and pestle. We're gonna give it a good grind. We want it pretty fine. We will have a little bit of texture, pretty good amount of crunch. Dukkah is a Middle Eastern nut blend. It's got a bunch of different spices, a bunch of nuts. It's toasted, and then you grind it up. You're just really adding all these flavors into this dish. It's gonna be super potent, but it's also amazing. And the aroma that it lets off is just like, oh my God, you guys are gonna love this. We're not done just yet. We're gonna add a little bit of salt and some brown sugar. And we're gonna mix it. Now you can taste it. It's wonderful. Time to do a little bit of carrots. We like to split our carrots and then kind of decide off of size what's even and what's not. If it's too thick, I'll cut it. If it's thin enough, we'll throw it right on in. Couldn't help myself, that one just looked too delicious. All right, it's time to season those carrots. So we're gonna toast some coriander, give it a good crunch. We're gonna coat our carrots evenly with olive oil. Gonna season with a little bit of salt. Give it a good shake. Want it a nice and even coating of salt. We're gonna add that coriander. We're gonna put it on a hot sheet tray. And we're gonna go right into a 500-degree oven. Should look like this. Golden brown, not too burnt, looks amazing. It's been a fun day so far. Let's make my favorite part of this dish, zhug. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off the stems, kind of pick through a little bit. We don't want anything too stemmy. It kind of adds a texture that's just not what we're looking for. We want something flawless. It's gonna be 2 bunches of cilantro and 1 bunch of parsley. Now, parsley stems, they're the worst in sauces. They're a lot more thicker and stringy, so make sure you really pick these out. Jalapeno time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off the top, split it down, and I'm just gonna take the seeds out. I don't want this dish to be too spicy. I mean, if you want it spicy, go ahead and throw them in there. Jalapenos can be spicy with the seeds in them. If you remove the seeds, you're gonna get more of like an actual flavor, more of like a profile in this, and that's what I'm looking for just the flavor of a jalapeno, not the spice. I didn't want it to be like rip your face off spicy, so that's why we took out the seeds. Now we're gonna add our garlic. Gonna crunch it real quick, pull off some of these cloves. We're gonna use 3 of them. Tried peeling, again, so hard, so I decided to use my back of my palm. And by crunching it like that, it actually really opens up and lets you peel a lot easier. Just so rough chop these. We don't have to get too fine in them. Then we're gonna add that to our blender. Then we'll season with salt and olive oil. Gonna give that a blend till it's pretty smooth. Should look very vibrant green, pretty smooth, shouldn't have too much chunk. And then we're gonna add our lemon. If you blend with a lemon, it's normally probably gonna make it a little more creamier and not as vibrant green. So I add it after. Look how beautiful it is. This is gonna pop on the plate. All right, last thing, we're gonna do a little quick garnish. I'm just gonna slice these really fine. I'm gonna add them the ice water. The ice water is gonna make them crisp up, you know, and give you a nice little snap on the plate. Don't forget to snack. Let's plate this. We're gonna take a dollop of hummus and spread it. I want it to be thick on there. And then I'm gonna kind of place my carrots a little more rustically. And my whole goal is to build a mountain on one side to get as much height as you can to make it a beautiful plate. I'm starting to see that it's forming more of a mountain, and I decided I didn't like that one carrot right there. So I'm gonna move it back. Kind of, there it is. Nope, there. I was just trying to get some height on the dish to make it stand out. Now we're gonna add the zhug. I'm gonna add like 3 little dollops around the carrots, and then I'm gonna kind of go around the plate. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's gonna be rustic. Oh, I'm gonna dry off my radish on a paper towel and place kind of wherever I want freely, just to make it pop a little bit. And if there's anything I don't like, this radish here looks a little thick, so hold on. And yep, there it is, I got it. I'm gonna remove that one and drop a thinner one down. It looks a little bit better. Then we're gonna add our dukkah. It's kind of the crunch of the dish. It's pretty beautiful. Then finish with olive oil. Man, that's sexy. Look at that. It's got enough zhug, enough hummus, it's got everything. I'm gonna taste it. I'm excited. Come on, let's get in my mouth already. And yep, that's it. I was looking for that. That's the flavor I wanted. You guys are gonna love this one. This is different, but it's awesome. And I'm gonna get a beer and I'm gonna sit down.